All right, so here's some facts that I found interesting. Adults spend 2.5 hours a day on social media, teens over 4.5 hours. Dopamine spikes from likes, and they mimic gambling addiction. Attention spans dropped from 12 seconds in 2000 to under 8 seconds today. So today's 2025. TikTok users average 80 minutes daily, more than Netflix subscribers. So when you say you don't have time to read, that's bullshit. You do have time to read. But anyways, I just want to. So I looked up some TikToks. I just typed in. You're gonna see what I typed. So freaking interesting. I typed obsessed with social media just to kind of see what's going on, and like the three videos that show up are all about women being obsessed with social media. So I was trying to find something that was more balanced, but everything is about women, and I don't want to just make it about women. I'm sure some of women are watching this video as well, but I mean, I think it's women generally. Y'all women are generally the more social creature, the social of the sexes. I think that's obvious. And it's just an obsession. The way I was coming at it is, I think, in my opinion, too many people are so focused on being entertained every second. Like, the attention span is really real. And how I like to, I try to be conscious of that. So I'm not so much on social media. It's more so, and I have to kind of force myself to be on it just to market myself, my businesses, property inspection, all the other stuff. I'm more so on YouTube because I like long form and I like to learn, and I just like to get like different content. That's where I'm at. But yeah, the scrolling, I've seen that effect, but I'm more conscious about it, where you'll see a video and obviously you just scrolling. They call it obviously the doom scroll. Have you been in it? I've never been in that. I will start to pay attention to my time. I'm very conscious about my time and how much I give my time to. But for some people, they can't do it. So, but I guess I'll try to find. This seems like it's more balanced.
I ain't gonna lie, social media is a drug that everybody's addicted to. You know what I'm saying? You can't escape this shit. You can't escape this shit, because what happened was, before COVID, everything was either like, it was separated. Yeah. It was like real life and social media. You had your
the COVID thing that messed up. It just messed up everything. I remember 2019 was. I still see it as the best, probably the best year of my life, because I did so much. I traveled a lot, and man, that was a really good year. Especially the summer of 2019. I'm always gonna remember that year. Then COVID hit 2020, and then everyone went online. Then that's when the whole relationship thing started coming on, and then it's still kind of that period of just being online all the time. I don't like to be online all the time. Even when I go out, I try to put my phone down. So I try to be conscious of that.
real life presence, you know what I'm saying? But like there was also your social media presence, which was also like, you could get away with not having a social media presence because your real life was, you know, just, it might have been popping, you know what I'm saying? Then COVID happened, people started becoming introverts, staying inside the house. You know, I can't really talk to nobody, so I'm gonna talk to my phone or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying? And basically after that, I feel like people became best friends with their phone. 2020 to now, 2025. People became best friends with their phone because of that COVID experience. You couldn't really do much. All you can do was watch fucking versus battles and literally like just watch.
Yeah, I remember all of that. And then Netflix was really big. The series, what's that, Jordan, The Last Dance, Jordan series. That's when, what's the one? The Korean, the Korean series. You know what it is, tell me. Damn. Where, what was it called? I forgot. Really popular. Oh, shoot. Let me see. Korean Netflix show during COVID. I'm like blanking. I don't know why I'm blanking. Yeah, Squid Games. Yeah, when everyone was watching Squid Games, like I remember everyone was, so it was like the only point in time where everyone was watching the same shows and we can all talk about it. So those were good times. So he's definitely spot on right now.
Watch your favorite content creators and that was it. Like they had the bomb ass shows, you know, HBO and all type of shit, but like it was nothing to really do besides be a consumer, and that's what we became. So when we go out into public and stuff, and we have our phones in our hands and stuff like that, this is what they trained us to do. This is what the masses have trained us to do, and the reason why it happened.
All right, I'm gonna just pause it there. Kind of. So even my attention span kind of gets low if I'm not learning any real content. But what he's saying is true. I'll say that's for really the U.S. because outside of the U.S., especially West Africa, know for sure, people are still interacting, going about their daily life. Like it seems like outside of the U.S., social interaction is more important and it happens more frequently as opposed to, you know, just in America. And I think that's just how it is, like just cultural differences. That's why family is still really big outside. Like everyone here in the US, pretty much you stay to yourself. You don't, like, you have to really have to be intentional about going out, meeting people, especially if it's not for work or it's not for a job. So I definitely understand that part. But I think it's just to the point where it's too many people are focused on their phones when they go out. Like sometimes I do it too. I got to catch myself. It's pretty bad. That's why I still like to read. So it kind of breaks me away from that. And this is where I pitch to people that reading more books really builds on that imagination you used to have as a kid. I mostly do nonfiction, but I'm starting to get back into fiction that are kind of related to like business and the type of stuff I like in the real world. Just to have the idea of just living, like just experiencing that, it's very fulfilling for me. If you haven't experienced that, I recommend that you really experience that. Do a search, ask ChatGPT, hey, what are some books you think I'll like? And then it'll ask you, okay, what type of person you are, and it'll give some really good book recommendations. I would recommend you do that rather than scrolling. Eventually, you're gonna start being less fulfilled. And I don't know, don't you kind of feel like you're wasting your time, you're wasting your life just by sitting around? Like if you just get out and do something, I don't know if you're an introvert or whatever, but depending on where you live, just going out, meeting someone new, like gym really helps staying fit and exercising, because the endorphins when you're exercising and working out helps. It makes you feel, obviously it's gonna make you feel confident if you start looking better. And it just gives you a sense of, it's just getting the blood flowing, like that blood flow, increase oxygen, you feel alive, rather than just sitting on your couch and doing the same thing, doing what everyone else is doing. I'm big on travel. I don't just say, like, I like international travel, and one of the reasons I like it is because it's just a different scenery, it's just different stimuli that just makes me think of stuff. And because I'm always thinking, I'm always getting ideas, especially I'm entrepreneurial minded, I'm thinking of different stuff I want to try. Really cool. But anyways, I'm gonna see if I can get to one more. Social media is fake. This has 33,000. Let me see what she has to say.
Still getting amazing opportunities like this dropped into my lap every single day. Still getting amazing opportunities like this dropped into my lap every single day.
I don't know why it keeps repeating. I don't know. I don't watch TikTok like that.
You know what's beautiful? A simple life. In a world obsessed with...
Alright, I thought he was gonna just talk a regular talk. I don't want to see all this. I just want to see people. When I think of TikTok, I just want to see people just talk regularly. Maybe I should put a different prompt. I'm gonna put one more prompt. Social media. Social media is ruining us. Candace Owens, our grandparents. Let's see what she has to say.
A woman who is obsessed with social...
What the heck?
A woman who is obsessed with...
Why is it doing this?
A woman who is obsessed with social media...
Yeah, I don't know. Let me try this again. I don't know. I can't get it back.
Social media got 30 and 40-year-old dudes saying they're single because they haven't met the right person. You're gonna meet them soon.
This is about dating.
I was reading something and it asks, do you think social media ruined men or women more? And I can honestly say, I think social media has definitely affected everybody.
You know what? I don't want to hear anything about relationships. It's too much. So I'm gonna end it there. If you want to have a better life, you want to have a better quality of life. One way to go about it is to understand how your finances affect you. What are you spending your money on, and why? What I advocate for is people doing a financial audit. You can do it yourself, but I also offer this service. If you want to do 3, 6, 12-month audits, and basically the whole point is to understand where is your money going, why is it leaking, how come you don't have any money at the end of the month, why you're always late on your bills. This is just a forensic audit of why your finances. This is what all rich people do. They have CPAs, they have accountants, lawyers, or whatever that go through their finances so they understand where their money is going. This is why they can keep it. And this is just what you want to do as you get older, as a wise person. Even if you're young, understand what you're spending your money on. Have money allocated for just fun. I do recommend a fund, but it's good to know. Don't be afraid of it. It's kind of like your health. Like every year you're supposed to do your annual physical, so it can catch anything about your body, and then you can make adjustments. So sure, you might be afraid of what it finds, but it's better to know, and then you can take initiative. You can take the power of being in control and doing something about it. When it comes to just your finances, it's the same thing. Like, hey, you might be afraid of what you see. How come you don't have money? You got that raise like a year ago. Where's the extra savings? Do you have, if you've been working for, let's just say at the same job for like 3 years, do you have like close to half a year's worth of savings, where if you lost your job, or you got, just like how we got right now, the government shutdown, will you be good or no? How come you don't have those savings? How come you don't have 100,000, 100K in emergency funds, or 50K in emergency funds? Especially if you're big. Like, there's so many stories of people that were making like $35,000 a year, and then after like 10 years, they had money in the stock market, and then they had savings as well, and they just live below their means. And it's like, how do they have so much money? And then people that make more than them, like double their salary, are in debt. Like, they don't have anything. Like, I know Dave Ramsey videos have a lot that does it, but I'm just saying, like, start with the basics, start with the fundamentals. What did you spend your money on last month? How much are your ongoing expenses? Do you know it to the penny, or to the dollar, or $5 or $10? If you don't, you got some work to do. The New Year's coming, the holidays, we're in the holiday season. A lot of people are going to overspend. Maybe this holiday season is going to be different, but same thing like last holiday, a lot of people overspend. Do you find yourself in that position? If you do, you got to do something different. Like, you can't keep doing the same shit and then, expect different results. It's insanity. But also, it's like, don't you want to be living a year or life where you're comfortable and you don't have to work? You're doing it because you just enjoy the work. Or if you're like, you know what, I want to take some time off and I really want to go somewhere, I really want to work on this passion project. Don't you want to have the ability to do that? Especially if you're 35, 40, 45, 50. All your life you've been working. You can't take 6 months off. That's not a good position to be in. It's just like, what are you freaking working for? Like, what's the point of it? And that's why I'm like, yeah, know where your money is going. So there you go. That's a service I provide. One of the services. If you're in the DMV, I do property inspections. But this part is really important. Understanding your money. It's personal finance, not just budgeting and saying you can't spend this. I don't really care for. I don't like the outright restrictions on money. I think it's just a turnoff. I'm more about, okay, what's your goal? If you do this, does this bring you closer to your goal? Is your goal more important? If you say yes, then logically you're making that connection. Oh, but this takes away from, how am I going to get to my goal if I keep doing this? That's why I like audits more so than just saying, okay, you need to be on a budget, you need to restrict, because that's what a lot of people do the first month of the year. They'll say, okay, New Year's resolution, I'm gonna be in better shape, and then they bust their ass and they restrict and they just go really cold turkey on a lot of stuff, and then by February they might have be on the right track, and then by March, April, May, they just fall back to where they are, where they're at, and it's just like, okay, why were you doing this? It's just some superficial New Year's resolution. Like, no, like really evaluate your life, evaluate where you want to be at, evaluate where you are now, how you got to this point, what will it take to get you to the next point, and then beyond. And I do a little bit of that when it comes to the report I give you when I do the audit. It's kind of like, hey, what do you want to do? Why are you doing all this for? Kind of just to get you thinking. But these are questions to ask yourself. But anyways, hope you appreciate this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. Let me know your thoughts about your own dealings with social media. Are you addicted to it? Can you let it go? Can you read a book? I think a cool way to test this or to really work on this is to go on a cruise ship, because when you're on a cruise ship, or maybe if you haven't been on a cruise ship, there's no service. So if you go on a cruise ship for like 3 days, 4 days, or five nights or 4 nights or whatever, 5 days, 4 nights, you can't use your phone the whole time. So it's a good way to see, okay, it's like forcing you to stay away from your phone. You have to interact with people. If you go with a group of friends, go with a group of friends and enjoy it. You don't have your phone on you. It's a good experiment to do. That's what I would say. So I'll see you in the next video.